Hey everybody, it's Cy, and this is another Crafting with Cy. Bit of a funny one today, actually. I am the proud recipient of of this brand new Tonic Studios die set. It's called My Memory Book Perfect Locks die set, and I like to make these little memory book things, and I thought the little lock thing might be a fun addition to my bookbinding class that I'm doing. So if I make any mini books in the bookbinding class, I can have a cute little lock system for it. Okay, so this is a brand new die set. I pre-ordered it and it came out, well, it comes out this week, but I've got it now. And I have no earthly idea how to use it. The only clues I've got are the pictures on the packaging, front and back, right? And just the dies themselves. This is what I've got. And I mean, honestly, I've done my due diligence here. I've looked, and Tonic's own website doesn't have anything. And I have been told just the other day that there is a video on a Facebook group that I'm not yet a member of. So my plan at that point was to just mess with it and see if I could figure it out myself. So let's just get stuck in, shall we? So these are examples of closed books with the little locks on them. Okay, and then on the back, you've got the same books but open. And these are all the clues that I've got about how these things work. Okay, so I tried to make a little version of my own, and I used this die over here. I cut that through once with a piece of card, and that gave me 6 little dots. I used this one and this one to cut little holes in a larger sort of folded piece of paper, which I will show you. I just basically cut a notch out of this little book thing that I've made. And then I had a look at this here, which is the open version of the book that is on the other side here. So that's kind of what I made, really. And you need a piece on the bottom that is entirely, that's got the whole thing cut in it, not just a notch. So I cut it, and here it is. So I've got my little notch cut out. I've got my little book, and I've got my 6 little dots, which I cut and stuck to each other because I do have kind of a clue of how this is going to work. Right, and then I cut, whoops, let me take this off. There's 2 dies here. There's a circle die, and then there's this little circle that comes out like this. Now, when you cut it, it cuts out just a circle. And this one is a circle with like a notch cut for folding, so it's like a score line. And that makes this, right? Because you cut out 2 of the ones with the score lines, stick them together, and it makes a cute little handle, which I glued down earlier with Mod Podge and let it dry so it's nice and sturdy. I also cut extra bits. This one's I messed that one up a little bit. So that's okay. It's just going to make an additional layer to make it more sturdy. Now, I have a theory, and my theory is that this is based on a penny slider mechanism, and I have recently watched a tutorial on a penny slider mechanism. And the way that works is you stick 2 pennies together with some foam circles. Well, this makes the width of a foam circle if you layer them all up. So that's what I did. And I'm guessing they want to eliminate the metal and the wastage of the pennies because at the end of the day, most of this paper stuff's going to get mailed. So I think they want to reduce the weight. And we're going to try and make a mechanism just from paper instead of metal. So I'm going to double up these cardstock layers in order to to make them a little more sturdy. So I'm just going to take one of my pieces of cardstock here, and I'm just going to put some extra Mod Podge on there. This is going to be a little messy. But I am just going to squish these two together so that I've got a double layer. There's a lot of extra Mod Podge on the edge of that. I should have done this too before the video started, really, but all right, so that's been doubled up. And I'm going to double up this one as well. Maybe less is more on the glue. All right, using my fingers. Nope, okay. So I'm just gonna stick this lovely thing together. So I've got pieces on this mechanism that are going to be quite sturdily glued on, and I'm going to stick this little, you won't be able to see this once it's down, I don't think, because it's the same color as this, but I'm just going to plop that right in the center, and I'm going to let that dry. But what's very important here is that I'm not going to put the other thing on top yet. Okay. This glue might mess things up a little bit if I do. But what I'll show you in the meantime is this. So we've got the slot thing here, and what's going to happen is that's going to come through like this, and then this part will stick on the top like that. So it'll slide. And to make room for that sort of mechanism to have room to move, which, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I've put some quite thick foam pads on the edge. So what's going to happen is that is going to go down here on the bottom layer, which is going to line up, hopefully, with this, right? And I've got to stick it down exactly like that. And then this mechanism will slide, and you'll be able to open it. And I think that's how this works. I'm not sure, but I am going to try. So this isn't my problem, really. I've got a patience problem, okay? Right, so first off, I think what I'm going to do, you don't want to watch me do this, do you? I'm going to take a dippy pen. I shouldn't be using a dippy pen for this purpose, but I am. So what are you going to do about it? Yeah, it's not working anyway. Okay, sorry, pen. I misused my pen for that. But I'm just going to take off the backing of these sticker things. Come on, be good. Oh, goodness. Notification Central, huh? That's what this is. Notification. Come on. These are quite old foam squares that I'm using, and I don't think they invented the easy release backing when they made these. Okay. Now, I said it had to line up, so if I line it up this way, that looks pretty good. Okay. Just hold this. Close enough. Close enough. Okay, so I've got that down. And then I need to put this inside, which I probably should have done before I stuck this down. But that's okay. We can still manipulate this, okay? Here we go. So, can you see that the little, that little dot sticks up like that? Okay, I want to use some dry adhesive to stick the rest of this down. So that's not going to work for me. I need something dry. In fact, in future, I will be using dry adhesive probably for all of it. Or at least drier. How about, I'm just going to pop a little glue stick on, just so that I can show you how this works before we shut the video down. So, right, I've just put some glue stick on there, and I'm just going to pop this handle right there. Okay. I'm just going to press it for a little bit so that it adheres. And you see that it slides like that up inside the channel, right? So this isn't obviously perfect. I need to come up with some other ways, but right, that makes a little thing, and then whoops, nope, my glue isn't holding. But yeah, so there it goes. Whoops. But yeah, it needs a glue that holds. That was a bad choice. Such a bad choice. Okay, let's find another glue. What else can we do? I guess I'll just go back to the tried and tested, huh? All right, I guess I'll just, it's one for Mod Podge again. Clearly, Mod Podge is the best glue. Never mind glue stick. Mod Podge is the winner. Okay. Press that. And, yep, that slides. I don't want it to stick to the actual book, so I don't want to mess with it too much. But yeah, I might have just figured that out, so that's good news. All the rest of these on the die set are basically just different shapes of these locks. I think, you know, there might, I don't know if there's something in like the shape, or if that's just a theme that, you know, if you want a gear shape or a flower shape or a key shape, that's just how it works. I don't know, but I'm going to now probably go and watch the thing and find out if I was right. But for now, look at that. That's locked. That's unlocked. And if I were to put another little layer in there, like on the sides, like a little gusset side, then it would be a cute little locked folder. Isn't that sweet? I like little kinetic things on papercraft, but I've really never tried it and never done it before, but that's fun. You could also, instead of having this little handle, you could also like put a big flower on it or something. I think that might be fun. There is, this is similar to the penny slider idea, except without the pennies, which makes me feel so much better about doing it. So yeah, I'm going to call that a success. That was a short one, but well, I'll find an opportunity to talk your ear off next week. But until then, I've been Sai, and I'm doing this for Unravel and Unwind. And I will see you again on the next one. Bye.